want to be a rock star?
Maybe masters in philosophy or a career in education.
So I hope I can get into politics.
My aim is to make sure I be happy in whatever I'm doing.
We have a mix of Western and Asian cultures.
And the people there are really warm and friendly.
We had a lot of fun during the orientation.
I made a lot of really great friends there.
The best friends I've ever had. We spent every single day with each other.
And I've never looked back since.
Well, when I first came on the campus, I was like, wow, this thing is huge, right? I was used to smaller campuses back in Europe because normally very small, everything is close together. And this campus was like huge. You have like a bus running around.
I like the fact that it's actually very spacious. You got a lot of space to do things that you want.
I was really thrilled to be accepted into NUS because it was one of my first choice. When I came to NUS, I felt really proud and I'm happy to be here.
You see all the faculties within like a stone's throw of each other. It just gives you a very comfortable feeling like you're at home when you're in NUS.
And it was just a very nice atmosphere to study in.
NUS has a very vibrant campus life. They have a lot of activities lined up by the different organizations in school.
For instance, the matriculation fair is like the milestone event for all freshies to get a CCA, to find a club or society for them to join and make more friends.
I remember actually entering it feeling quite excited because I was just leaving my service with the Navy and then going on to a new phase of life.
I think it's fun because you meet a lot of friends that you wouldn't expect to meet, like your ex-classmates, your ex-schoolmates, primary school friends. Then you just randomly say hi and then you realise you're going to the same university as them.
Rag and Flag is this huge festival where people put up performances, huge dance performances. Initially, when I joined, I did not know what to expect. It turned out to be this really, really grueling process.
You spend the 3-month holiday pretty much giving your blood, sweat and tears to doing up a fantastic float and doing up a fantastic presentation. It
was really the time when we got to bond because we were practicing almost every day from 9 to 5 and sometimes we even stayed overnight.
You just see all the halls and all the faculties out in full force. The whole school practically comes together.
It's really electrifying, the bars in the air.
A lot of excitement, a lot of cheering, really vibrant colours.
It was crazy, we were exhausted every day, but it was so much fun.
It's something that I dare say you cannot experience anywhere else.
When I went into the Central Library for the first time.
Wow, 5 storages, books, is huge.
I just went in there and explored for hours. It was fun.
I like the fact that we actually have a lot of places to study. Besides the couple of libraries we have, there are also open spaces.
The academic environment in NUS is actually quite rigorous. It can be quite daunting, but it's definitely a good process. I think I've learned a lot in my time at NUS.
All the people here at NUS are very helpful. If you have an issue, you just address it and they help you.
We all know each other, so it's sort of like a big family. We all know each other. I mean, there's no barrier between student and professor. We can just, have lunch together, go out for drinks together, that kind of thing.
You have professors that teach, but they also have been working in that area for a long time, so they really know what they're talking about.
They really try to spend time to understand what you need and try to tailor their teaching the way you would benefit the most.
The Career Fair is an annual event where a few hundred employers come down to NUS to let students know about the company and also the available job openings for the year. It is a very useful event for graduating students because it's like a one-stop place to know about the different industries.
When I came in, I thought uni would be about a lot of studying, having to compromise a lot on your leisure. Studying really makes it a very big part of my life. But other than that, you have a lot of opportunities to engage in non-academic pursuits.
When I look at my friends who actually join all these extracurricular activities, it actually adds another dimension to their university life. They are much happier individuals. It makes me more energetic.
The arts and culture scene in NUS is very, very vibrant, and there are a lot of opportunities for students to showcase their talents in any aspect of the arts. It can be the dance, can be theatre, it can be music.
You just get the opportunity to do a lot of things that you've never had to do. This is the last step where you get to try everything. Surprisingly, I still managed to have a good dose of fun, despite all the studying that I'm doing. Yeah.
I heard about the hostel living here, how fun the student life here is. When I chose to come here, I wanted to do almost everything. Here in one hostel, on average, about 500 people stay in one place like this. So these 500 people can be really close.
Interfaculty Games are also an annual event, so it's like a series of competitions, sporting competitions. IFG provided an avenue for me to continue playing a sport that I like and I enjoy. It brought me closer to the people with a similar interest.
I think the most important thing that I learned in NUS is that leadership is something that everyone has to go through at some point of time. When you go out in the working world, it's really very important that you have a leadership experience so that you can guide a group of people. Also builds your character because it's a lot of responsibility.
So one of the activities that they planned for student leaders in NUS was the NUS Summit. And basically the summit is a camp or leadership camp where all the student leaders of every single sport would gather together and go for this trip to Malaysia. The activities might be very simple, but it's effective because you're bonding with new people, and it's very interesting how you see different people actually work and you can learn from each other, and so this is the thing that actually enhances the learning process.
The thing I would remember most about NUS is the friendships that I've made.
I would probably remember the people I met here.
Definitely the friends that I've made here.
The friends that I've made in NUS and the life that we share.
There's a lot of events going on, a lot of possibilities what you can do. You can do your sports, you can go to events, you can read all the books in the library. You have all this kind of stuff here. Right? You can do whatever you want. They don't push you in one direction. You can choose what you want. Right? There's so much offerings in whatever you want to do, and that's what I like about it.
Let you meet new people, and this kind of networking and friendship that are forged during this activities, it actually brings you a long way. It's not just about studying and getting a degree. It's about the whole lifestyle.
The NUS experience is much more than just studying, and I'm glad that I involved myself in CCAs and all the various events that take place during the school term and school year.
It's definitely a global university with all the different cultures coming together, creating a wonderful experience and one that I will always cherish.